some separation.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. They've got Harris. Dragic is out there with Hill. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And it's Nowitzki in at the 4.
And Dirk Nowitzki last season, I felt like the first time we saw real signs of wear and tear from all the years of him playing. His field goal percentage, points per game, rebounds, all off his career averages. And that said, though, he's still a crafty, dangerous guy to have to go up against.
And it's Dragic with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Walker against Hill. Walker goes in. That's good. Davis has got the game going here with the first basket for the Pelicans.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Out to the right wing. Gallinari wide open. Hill pulls it in.
They're 1 of 4 here to start, looking to get into a flow offensively.
Six on the shot clock. It's stolen by Davis. And now here's Davis, the fast break opportunity. Nice shot by Smith. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Pelicans.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
And the basket by Hill.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
And Walker kicks to Smith. Here's Cantor. It's rebounded by Dallas. And Dragic with a clear path to the hoop. And the rejection by Smith. And Walker kicks to Smith. Drills the three-pointer. Smith's got 5 points so far.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
It's back to Hill. Basket is good. The assist from Harris.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
There's a screen by Cantor. And Walker kicks to Gallinari. Passes it to Cantor. Puts up the baby hook. And it's Cantor again missing. Inside. It's deflected. It's stolen by Davis. And the call will be against George Hill. That's his first foul. Here's Smith. He has 5. And Nowitzki with the block. They get it back. Shoots the 3. No good. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. And it's the Mavericks on the break. And slam dunk by Harris.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
Davis sets a screen. Smith wide open. He fires. Hits the three-point bomb.
That shot was made possible by the work of Anthony Davis.
Nowitzki dishes to Harris. Here's Dragic. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Almost no chance of that shot going in.
Yeah, there were a lot of other places he could have gone with the basketball instead of forcing that shot.
And you know, he's going to continue to bury those if that's how they're going to D him up.
Hill kicks to Dragic. Hill passes to Nowitzki. And it's Harris off the drive. The shot will not go. And New Orleans will go the other way with it. Always seems the Mavs are able to compete for a title, Clark, but their window might be closing with some of their stars aging, namely Dirk Nowitzki.
You're exactly right, Kevin, because Dirk is the centerpiece of that franchise, has been for over a decade. They made the Rondo trade last year trying for a big finals run, but eventually they'll start to have to build for the future.
Here's Walker. After the made shot from Goran Dragic, Walker dishes to Davis. Cantor kicks to Walker. 5 on the clock. Davis. And the rebound goes to Nowitzki.
And when you look at the Mavs, they have always built through free agency, still tinkered with the roster this season to get into a position to compete. Not having any lottery picks for so long has hampered their youth and development.
He always knows where his teammates are going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans.
Well, you know, with the Mavs making the playoffs so consistently, it's a bit of a double-edged sword. Cuts both ways. They rarely have draft picks that help take the team to the next level, but they are in the playoffs, which is what every team wants to be part of.
So for the Pelicans, Alan Bear comes in for Enes Kanter. And it's Solomon Hill in for Gallinari. Dallas also making some changes. Luis Scola, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. And Stevenson comes in for Harris. And it's a Flalo in for George Hill. Out of bounds, Dallas will take possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
In the corner, a Flalo with it. Pass to Nowitzki. The 11-footer. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
You know, in Dirk Nowitzki, you start to wonder if he's the best foreign-born player ever. Of course, you have a lot of competition for that distinction. I mean, you got Hakeem, Nash, Parker, just to name a few.
C.J. Miles, he's checked in for Smith. Back to the topic of Nowitzki as the greatest foreign-born player ever. I think Hakeem Olajuwon, Clark, is really his only challenger.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and I'd keep Hakeem at the top of that list just because of his presence and impact at both ends of the floor. But Dirk, clearly one of the all-time greats in NBA history.
Here's Dragic. On the wing, Stevenson. Screen by Scola. Stevenson passes to Nowitzki. Stevenson drives in. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That one on Davis.
And back and forth we go. That bucket gives us another lead change.
Too many of those to count. These teams have matched each other shot for shot, play for play. It has been impressive. They'll take as many of those looks as they can get.
Dragic dishes to a Flalo. Stoic kicks to Stevenson. Another 3 for Dallas.
What are they thinking, leaving him with all that space out there? Do they not know? Have they not heard that this guy is unbelievable? That's a layup for him.
Now here's Walker. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Shot clock at 6. Here's Davis. Luis Scola with the rebound. Last outing for the New Orleans Pelicans. It was a loss to the Grizzlies. Here's Stevenson. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. And it's a 5-point Maverick lead. And here's Walker. Here's the screen from deep Miles. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2. Mavericks leading by 5. Here's a Flalo. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. And so Aaron Aflalo nails both of them.
He has such terrific form and consistency on his free throws. Beautiful to watch.
A different look for Dallas. DeAndre Jordan comes in for Dirk Nowitzki. And it's Hill in for Goran Dragic. And it's Hill penetrating. That falls. Nice feed that time from Stevenson. That's 7 points for Hill. Here's Walker. Tipped away. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pelicans will retain possession. So for the Pelicans, Kenneth Faried's checked in for Anthony Davis, and it's Vasquez in for Walker. Dallas on defense. They have a 9-point lead. At the top of the key, Dallenberg. And Hill has it in the corner. 4 on the clock. Good! Here's Dallas. They're on a 17-6 run. Hill passes to Jordan. It's stolen by Dallenberg. And New Orleans pushing it up now.
That's how you make it happen, guys. Ball pressure and then a run out.
And that's how you flip the script in terms of momentum right there.
Now here is Hill. He just could not put it together in that loss to Philadelphia. Kicks to Aflalo. Shot clock at 5. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
Faried. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
A defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
Scola sets a screen for Hill. Scola with a clean look. That drops and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Scola's got his first 2 points.
Even though it went down, I don't think that's the kind of look they should be settling for.
Here's Faried.
Vasquez, man, what an example of tremendous passing skill.
Mavericks leading by 3. Outside Hill. And the pass to Scola. On the wing of Aflalo. That doesn't go either for Aflalo. Well, it was the Dallas Mavericks in their last game, a loss to the Philadelphia 76ers.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Now, here's Vasquez. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
It's stolen by Dallenberg. Pushing it up. And there's Myers. That's good on the assist by Vasquez.
Oh, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key there. Getting point-blank looks time and time again.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Hill. 7 points in the game. Just 5 to shoot. And Stevenson kicks to Scola. Some solid defense from Faried. Here's Miles. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Mavericks ahead, up 1. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. So far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
Anytime you can get to the rim consistently early in the game, it allows you to get into a good rhythm offensively.
It really does. I mean, it's a lot easier to get buckets inside. That's elementary, and they've done that through one.
The Pelicans trail. Vasquez out there with C.J. Miles. Then there's Solomon Hill. Then there's Kenneth Faried. And it's D'Alembert in the center position. That's the Pelicans 5 as we get into the second quarter. Now here's Faried. He's now 2 for 3 with that miss.
And for Louis Scola, a very different role for him over the last 2 years. I mean, he was a starter for most of his career, then signed with Indiana, who had David West at the 4. Off the bench, though, Scola still played efficiently, but he was just used to putting up much bigger numbers for other teams.
And for the Mavericks, they're shooting around 60% in the night. Amazing work offensively so far. Hill dishes to Scola, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
Now here's Vasquez. Fires from 14. Faried, no good. The Mavericks leading. And slam dunk by Harris.
And Kevin, that's a little taste of what can happen when the big guy takes it up strong.
Well, I guess he does have it in him, man, to get up off the ground when he needs to and rock it to the rim.
Yeah, you know, guys, he's never going to elevate that high, but he compensates and makes up for it with his height.
And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Boy, I really love the way Dragic spreads that ball around.
That's good.
The defense left him just a little window to get through, and he just ducked in for the layup. Terrific job.
Hill passes to Scola. Three-pointer. No good from Dragic. Pelicans trailed by 4. Outside Hill. He feeds it to Vasquez. It's back to Hill. Over in the corner to Vasquez. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off his shot. 24-second violation. A platoon swap here for New Orleans. Here's Hill. He's got 7. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. It's stolen by Davis. And it's Walker penetrating. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Scola's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Hill kicks to Harris. Perkins with it. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
Walker dishes to Smith. Davis sets a screen. Smith with it. We scope. Look at that.
Talk about putting something extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, Clark, you know, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
I'm startled that he would even try something like that at this stage of the game.
And it's Hill penetrating. Again, Dragic missing.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
Davis sets a screen. He dishes it to Canty. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
Perkins with the screen. Harris kicks to Hill. Some nice passing here by Dallas. It's Scola with the drive. Misses the one-handed jam. And, oh, here we go. Smith's got it, the fast break chance. Walker against Dragic. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for Luis Scola. Now, here is Smith. 8 points for him. Back to Walker. Tries to save it. And it's Davis at the elbow. Pocket 2. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Walker's got 6 assists here tonight.
Just a major size difference between the defender and shooter on that possession.
And Greg, without a hand in his face, he's simply going to spray whoever's there.
Now here's Dragic. 7 points in the game. Rebound by Smith.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over.
Walker's shot is off.
I love the anticipation defensively there to get into the perfect spot.
Stolen by Walker. And now Gallinari pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court. They've been very untidy with the ball here. Commit turnovers when you try to do too much or you force it. They need to focus on making the simple play, good passes, and moving the ball around.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
Really was a slow start for Gallinari last season. It took him a while to get back to speed after missing all of the 2013-14 season with that torn ACL.
Some changes for New Orleans. Samuel Dallenberg, who's checked in for Cantor. Fareed comes in for Anthony Davis. And it's Vasquez in for Kemba Walker. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Perkins. And Stevenson comes in for Tobias Harris. Aaron Aflalo, he's checked in for Goran Dragic. And Barea subbed in for George Hill. Now a timeout called by New Orleans. Gallinari did get better and better over time. I mean, he improved. He started to get back to his former self near the end of the season.
Yeah, had that huge 47-point explosion towards the end of last season. And listen, he's still a young guy and hopefully can continue to build after his injury woes.
Cantor checked in for Gallenberg. Pelicans trailed by 4. Now Vasquez. He's got 5. Vicious to Cantor. The shot's good. Vasquez making the play. Vasquez has got 3 assists now in this one. Now here's Barea. To the paint. Looks for Nowitzki. Gets it to him. Shoots a fader. And the bank shot is good. Nowitzki's got 7 points in the game.
Buckets, but he should have just gone straight up with it instead of trying to fade away.
Now the dish to Cantor. Puts up the baby hook. And it's New Orleans scoring again.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
Jordan the screen. Now here's Barea, guarded by Vasquez. Jordan the pass to Stevenson. Shot clock at 5. Shot left block. And Dirk Nowitzki once again. 9 points in the game so far.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Screen by Fareed. Vasquez kicks to Smith. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
And how big was last year's trade for J.R. Smith? I mean, sent from the Knicks to the Cavaliers around midseason, Smith began to post some of the better numbers of his career, helping prove that for a tumultuous personality like Smith, environment is key.
Anthony Davis, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Kemba Walker comes in for Vasquez. Nowitzki kicks to Stevenson. Here's Aflalo. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
Greg, he got in good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Mavericks?
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the opening man and getting some easy baskets.
Something else they've been able to do so far tonight is earn those tough points in the paint.
Now, here's Walker. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
It's stolen by Davis. And now, here's Davis, the fast break opportunity. Smith dishes to Gallinari. And J.R. Smith picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
He has gotten into a great rhythm here in this quarter, playing with just bundles of confidence.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Miles is checked in. And here's Barea. Inside. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. That's on Enes Kanter.
I tell you what, you got to love his aggressiveness finishing inside like that.
Well, his leaping ability, Clark, gives him a great advantage.
And that's why they look to get him the ball around the rim. It's either a dunk or free throws every time.
The feed to Miles. Offensive rebound. Mavericks leading by 3. It's tipped. Stolen by Kanter. Fires for 3. And now they decide to foul intentionally. And Miles kicks to Davis. Second chance shot. No good. Great D that time from Jordan.
Boy, they were ready for him right there. I mean, totally collapsed the defense on him.
And Gallinari kicks to Walker. Finally gets one to fall. He's now 1 for 5 with his first make.
You have to be disciplined on defense, Kevin. Biting on every pump fake isn't going to get it done.
Feeds it to Nowitzki. The three-pointer off the mark.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. Samuel Gallinari is checked in for New Orleans. Goran Dragic is checked in for Dallas. Hill comes in for J.J. Barea. Gallinari passes to Walker. Gallinari with a screen on Hill. Just 4 to shoot. Got a piece of it.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
And Stevenson kicks to Dragic. Here's Jordan. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Samuel Gallinari picks one up. Andre Jordan has been extremely productive over 7 years. That makes it even more unbelievable that there was some question, Clark, as to his commitment to basketball coming into the league.
Yeah, you know, on talent and athleticism alone, he would have been a top 10 pick for sure, but He slipped to the second round, and he's made good on it, though.
Fareed's checked in for New Orleans. Fareed setting the pick for Walker. Gallinari dishes to Fareed. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
And watching DeAndre Jordan, he's really refined his game over the years without losing the athleticism. He's that rubbery, long-limbed athlete that transcends age. And so far, I've seen zero drop-off in his leaping ability and quickness, but no question he's improved his skills and IQ.
Pass to Anderson. Dragic, the pass to Jordan. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. And that's now 9 points for Jordan. Walker against Hill. Screen by Dallenberg. Pass to Gallinari. Walker at the elbow. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Walker's got his second basket of the night.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
And it's Kenneth Fareed with the foul. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
Not the guy you want to send to the line, Kevin.
The Mavericks have shot the ball pretty well from the line, going 8 of 11. Good on both.
Well, as far as the league's big men go, he's one of the very best at the foul line.
Fades and shoots. The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game.
Nowitzki playing very well. 9 points and also a block shot. You know, as tremendous as his stats are, what I've liked most is just the effort he's put into this game.
And Clark, he's worked his tail off at the offensive end, and his D, it has been on point.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. Dirk Nowitzki having a dominant impact in this game.
You just love it when the decision-making is as good as it was there in that first half. Didn't force anything.
Guys, I think here in the second half, though, they may want him to be a little more assertive. Start hunting more for his shot, even the tough one.
Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. Ryan Stevenson is out there with Ryan Anderson. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. And there's Hill. And it's Dragic in the shooting guard position.
And Anthony Davis, growing up in the rough south side of Chicago, because of the violence, his father didn't let him venture to the playground. Instead, he built a basketball court in the backyard. This young man has come a long way.
Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Samuel Dallenberg. He's checked in for Kansas. Hill comes in for Gallinari. And it's Vasquez in for Walker.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Now here's Vasquez. Davis drives in. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And Davis stayed around the game in grade school. He'd keep the clock, sell the tickets. Even someone said sell nachos.
Humble beginnings, partner. Humble beginnings. Didn't even dream of NBA stardom. Said he wanted to be a high school coach. Obviously, things have changed now.
And how about Anthony Davis? Grew 7 inches in one summer back in high school. You know, people forget he was committed to go to Cleveland State to play point guard out of high school, but then because of that growth ends up signing at Kentucky, and the rest is history. So, I mean, you look at that 215-pound frame his rookie season, now up over 240, and that's enabled him to dominate the game even more. And I think it'll also help him improve his health.
Fareed's checked in for Davis. New Orleans gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark, shooting the 3-ball well. To tie, and it's Smith missing. And Davis admitted he might have stayed another season at Kentucky if he'd known how NBA players would go at him physically in his rookie season.
Yeah, they look to punish him, but he's put on the weight he needs to hold his ground now. He doesn't want to get too much bigger, though. Quickness is such a huge part of his game. Doesn't want to lose that.
Fast break, Dallas. Hill leading the charge. Basket is good. The assist from Harris.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we can see right there why he does.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
Back to Smith. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Fareed. And the shot is good. Fareed's got 7 points.
Some big points there. I mean, they got him on a nice play to get the ball right to the bucket.
And exactly what they're looking for down the stretch. Oh, wow. How about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum. They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Now here's Vasquez. 5 points in the game. Fareed, a screen on Hill. And with that, the Maverick lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Hill. Hill's got his 3rd basket of the night. Outside Hill. Jordan the screen. Nowitzki kicks to Dragic. Hill has the open look. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Nowitzki. 12 points for Hill.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this. Uh-oh, a little showboating at the end of that one.
Jordan the screen. Dragic dishes to Jordan. Back to Dragic. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And it was a very public falling out between Goran Dragic and the Suns front office. That was a real tense few weeks there before ultimately he was traded.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Miles is checked in. Both free throws good from Dragic. And, of course, Dragic was traded to Miami last season. Said he felt betrayed by the Suns front office, which spurred him wanting out of Phoenix into South Florida.
Yeah, you know what? We'll never know the whole truth about that situation, but Dragic said they told him one thing with personnel and did something else.
Dallas leading by 4. In the corner, Aflalo with it. He kicks it to Nowitzki with the fadeaway. And Dallenberg pulls it down. Dallenberg's got 3 rebounds now in this one. And here's Miles outside.
Some of the shots he's taken have been real head scratchers. I mean, come on. He's out there playing like it's a game of horse at the park.
Dallas moving the ball around. He's all alone. Hammers it down off the coast-to-coast play.
Almost intimidating the defense there. They didn't even try to get back on defense.
Well, I don't think it would have mattered even if they did try to get back, Greg. I mean, there was no way anybody was going to beat him to the bucket there.
Here's the screen. Aflalo right side. Here's Nowitzki. And basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Fareed outside. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Fareed's got 4 points now in the quarter.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
Right wing. Fareed against Nowitzki. That doesn't go either for Nowitzki. The Pelicans have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. Now here's Vasquez. He's guarded by Aflalo. Vasquez passes to Fareed. To tie. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
And, you know, guys, a high-energy post player like Kenneth Fareed excels at doing the dirty work. As a matter of fact, he's nicknamed the Manimal for good reason. Very few players in the league possess this combination of energy and aggressiveness.
New Orleans making some changes here. Enes Kanter's checked in for Dallenberg. Molinari comes in for Solomon Hill. And it's Kemba Walker in for Vasquez. And then for Dallas, Anderson, he's checked in for Nowitzki. And Stevenson comes in for Tobias Harris. And it's Dragic in for George Hill. Talking about Fareed, a rebounder extraordinaire. His explosiveness, long arms, and huge hands help him compensate for his relative lack of size.
And he has that exceptional shot blocker instincts. I mean, the timing's there. He'll also steal the ball from you. The question now becomes, will he always be that role, effort, energy player, or will he develop eventually the offensive skills needed to see him reach the next level?
Anderson outside. On the wing, Stevenson. And that's a foul called on Gallinari. That's his first foul.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Here's Dragic. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
And you could tell they had that play ready to go. Well done on the inbound.
Dragic again. It's Walker. Screen by Fareed. And it's Walker penetrating. Use that pick to get in close. Walker's got 6.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Kicks it out to Stevenson. Pass to Dragic. Stolen by Kanter. Here's Walker. 6 points for him. From deep, Miles.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might well tell the story in this one.
And that should tilt things their way, no doubt. They've been winning on the backboard.
Clock at 6. Dragic kicks to Stevenson. Gallinari with the rebound.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
Here is Miles. He's guarded by Stevenson. Kanter with a screen on Stevenson. And Kanter wide open. He shoots. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
I think he just wants to tinker with the game plan a little bit. I think that's a wise timeout.
And part of it, too, Greg, was he saw some things going on out there that he didn't care for.
Anthony Davis, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Smith comes in for C.J. Miles. Perkins, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Barea comes in for Goran Dragic. Barea kicks to Anderson. Aflalo with a screen on Davis. From the arc. The Mavericks rebound. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going and you just want to keep it going.
And I also love the way they move the basketball. Their passing has been outstanding here in the second half.
For the lead, and that's 2 points on the layup. Davis has got 13 points. This game has a lot of character here in the third period.
Yeah, you know what, guys? I love seeing this type of action. A competitive, compelling matchup. A lot of lead changes here so far.
Yeah, 6 already. Intensity is the theme for this one.
And Anderson kicks to Barea. Drops in the tray. Barea's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
And it's something we haven't seen much of at the opposite end of the floor.
Kanter dishes to Walker. We've got 1:08 left to play in the third. Davis gets a wide open look. And they convert it last on attempt number 3.
They're on fire from mid-range, guys. They found a weakness in the defense, and they're exploiting it to a T.
And it's not often you see a team as efficient from that short 17, as I like to call it, but it's really worked well for them today.
Nobody near Stevenson. And the baseline jumper, no good. Kicks it to Smith. From deep. The shot is off. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Up next for them is the Pacers in Indianapolis. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip.
Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that one.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does them.
And he better stay with those basics, because this game is still yet to be determined.
Aflalo with it. That's tipped. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Mavericks lead by 2. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. And And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. Here's Hill. Anthony Davis is out there with Ennis Cantor. Then there's C.J. Miles. Then there's Hill. And it's Walker in at point. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Right side, Jordan. Clock at 6. And Harris wide open. He shoots. No good from Dragic. The Pelicans trail. Walker with it. He's picked up by Hill. And it's Walker penetrating.
And watching Kemba Walker play, so explosive. An undersized floor general, nasty crossover. Really a scorer's mentality. Maybe too much of a scorer's mentality to ever be a great assist man.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Dallenberg's checked in. And so he makes both from the line. Dallas has gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. The pass to Nowitzki. Stolen by Walker. By himself. And it's Hill with the jam. Guys, what a game. 8 lead changes here.
Yeah, nobody giving up any ground either way, fella.
And don't be surprised if it comes down to the last possession.
On the wing, Harris. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Hill's got his 6th assist on the night.
And the deeper we get into this game, it seems like the more the offenses are in rhythm.
Without question. I mean, both of these teams are firing on full broadband bandwidth. Full throttle ahead. How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
Here's Miles. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got 4 rebounds now tonight. The Mavericks trailing. And Dragic has it in the corner. And he lobs it up. Clock at 4. And it goes out of bounds. That went off Dragic.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
J.R. Smith's checked in for C.J. Miles. The Pelicans have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Smith for 3. And the shot is good. And the Pelicans lead by 5.
Defender there in the neighborhood, but not quite close enough. Good shot.
Hill kicks to Nowitzki. And the foul called on Anthony Davis. That's foul number 2 for him.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
Vasquez, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe. In a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Pelicans.
You know, with their fast break operating so efficiently, I mean, you can see why they've gone with it throughout the game.
Yeah, and another thing, they've created a lot of turnovers, but they've also been able to convert when they've got down in transition.
Ennis Cantor's checked in for the Pelicans.
And it's not often that one of your enforcers is also one of your best three-point shooters, but such is the case with J.R. Smith. Everywhere he's gone, he's played both roles, sometimes to the team's benefit, but others to its detriment.
Dallas calls timeout. Greg, on the topic of Smith, you never know what his personality is going to bring to the game, or Clark, even the moment.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Moment to moment, it's an adventure. When the good JR is rolling, he's knocking down threes, playing solid D, creating havoc for the opponent. Bad JR is taking and missing wild shots, going to sleep on defense, and causing problems for his own team.
Yeah. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Kevin, over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Rick Carlisle said to his team. He told his team to keep looking for three-point opportunities, saying their perimeter defense isn't doing a good job getting out on our shooters. So let's keep firing away until they decide to guard us.
Outside Hill. In shot on the way. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Davis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Culinari. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And Aflalo kicks to Jordan. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Checking out the game DeAndre Jordan is having. He's got 11 points, and he's getting it done on the glass, too.
You're right, Clark. He's done some real nice work on the inside.
You know, a career high for DeAndre Jordan in free throw attempts a game, almost 6 a game. And a lot of those actually came from the Hacker-Jordan tactic.
As you said, Greg, Hacker-Jordan was in full effect last year. Not a great thing to watch, obviously, but a viable strategy given his career free throw percentage.
And what's funny about the Hacker-Jordan is that it usually works in his favor. Historically, when Jordan shoots over 10 free throws a game, his team almost always wins.
Outside Hill. On the wing, Harris. Here's Nowitzki. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Oh, tight defense being played right there. Got right up on him and forced the miss.
Textbook work. Close enough to bother the shot. Good challenge, but disciplined enough to avoid too much contact.
On its way from Aflalo for 2. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Hill's got his 7th assist in the game. And finished off by Davis.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
Nowitzki a screen. Aflalo the pass to Nowitzki. Again, the miss by Nowitzki.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D. And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
New Orleans making a switch here. Fareed is checked in. The Mavericks also with a sub. Goran Dragic is checked in for Hill. Nowitzki a screen. Right side Dragic. Dallas again missing.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Over in the corner to Vasquez. Pulls it up. Out of bounds. Pelicans ball as New Orleans keeps possession. And some changes here for the Mavericks. Luis Scola, he's checked in for Nowitzki. Lance Stevenson subbed in for Tobias Harris. And Luis Scola gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Here's Cantor. Knocked loose. And now running up the court, Stevenson pushing it up. That's in, and the Pelican lead is cut down now to just 9 in the basket from Dragic.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
Screen by Fareed. There's Gallinari with the 3. The Mavericks pull it in.
just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Stevenson dishes to Jordan. And Aflalo kicks to Jordan. Dragic the pass to Aflalo. Here's Jordan. Makes it off the glass. Now Vasquez. He feeds it to Gallinari. Cantor again. Jordan. Cantor's shot is off. Mavericks trailed by 7 for the finish. And it's Stevenson finishing it off.
Grown man's power flush with the long hang on the rim at the end of it.
Clark, that could be a catalyst for him.
I think you're right.
And we've seen those kinds of plays get them fired up in the past. Yeah, you can see they've gave up a lot of points here in this run, and he just wants to break the momentum before this thing gets out of hand.
And, you know, that's a huge part of a coach's job, making sure you keep your guys in the best position possible at all times. So I like this timeout.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. Kendrick Perkins, he's checked in for the Mavericks. New Orleans leading by 5. Outside, Walker. He dishes it to Davis. Pick up by Hill. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
Well, how about Anthony Davis in this one? He's got 24 points, and the steals are starting to pile up for him also.
And Clark, he's really gotten into their heads because of it. I mean, guys are on the lookout for him, always worrying about where he is.
And both free throws good for Davis.
He's done a much better job of getting to the line here. Aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first.
And pushing it up. Here's New Orleans.
Yeah, really strong offensive thrust there, but then how about the defense able to negate that attack?
Yeah, doing exactly what he had to do right there, Greg, to make sure he wasn't going to get flushed on or Instagrammed.
And for C.J. Miles, he sure can string together a long line of threes under the league with a nice jump shot that has now become deadly.
Yeah, he doesn't get to the free throw line much, and he's not really much of a playmaker, but he's 3D in color. HD 3D.
Jordan, he's checked in for Dallas. Nowitzki comes in for Luis Scola. Dishes it to Dragic. And the 3-ball is good. Dragic has got 11 points here in just the second half.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
And talking about C.J. Miles, he was filthy last year. Indiana needed his spark offensively, especially without Paul George in the lineup. Miles responded by putting up career highs in points and minutes played. Just an unbelievable impact on the season.
And for most every team out there, guys, they're looking for a guy like C.J. Miles. Decent size, natural movement skills, and can absolutely shoot the lights out. Call them buckets, because that's a lethal formula. And he's doing a great job at the charity stripe. It's easy to overlook, but those freebies can make the difference.
Dragic dishes to Jordan. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one. Despite another miss there, you still have to like the way he's been working himself to the free throw line.
Fareed's checked in for Anthony Davis.
Kevin, I hate to pile on here, but it's really been difficult to watch his work at the line. I mean, it's something he struggles with, and this game is no different.
And Walker kicks to Fareed. They double him with Nowitzki. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
You know, Kenneth Fareed was named to the NBA All-Rookie First Team 4 years ago. Took the league by storm with his energy and hustle. Looked like the sky was the limit for him, but every year since then, his numbers have looked very similar.
getting back to Fareed, the numbers through last season tell a very interesting story. His field goal percentage has gone down every year, while his free throw percentage has gone up every year.
Yeah, his rebounds, assists, steals, block numbers have all stayed relatively flat. You know, he's making a positive contribution, but maybe not at the level of that contract extension he signed back in 14.
It's stolen by Dragic. Here's Stevenson. Finishes the break with a slam.
You got a ball game now, fellas, no doubt about it. I'm sensing a major momentum swing after the steal and run out.
Yeah, and little sequences like that can change the complexion of a game. Suddenly, the pressure now on the team with the lead.
Boy, just an excellent assist. Nice work from Kemba Walker.
Dragic the pass to Nowitzki. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Nowitzki's got 4 points this quarter.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
Stevenson again. Hill. Screened by Dallenberg. Hill kicks to Walker. It's stolen by Dragic. 5 to shoot. Hill, no good.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Nowitzki outside. Addition out to Dragic. Dallas moving it around. Stevenson drives in. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It goes on Kenneth Fareed.
It's been a good night for Lance Stevenson. He's got 13 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
And Clark, I'm sure that won't be the last one. A lot of times he can get hot and stay hot from beyond.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Dennis Cantor's checked in for Dallenberg. Anthony Davis comes in for Kenneth Fareed. Molinari, he's checked in for Hill. And Smith subbed in for C.J. Miles.
At the line for 2.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 9-point ball game here. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter. Dragic against Walker. Dragic kicks to Aflalo. Nowitzki dishes to Aflalo. And he gets the bucket. Aflalo's got 4 points in the quarter.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
To the left side wing. Dragic the pass to Nowitzki. And Davis sends it back. And they go to the intentional foul.
At the line for your Pelicans.
He drops the first one, and that stretches their lead to 8.
At the line for 2.
Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 9-point ball game here. 1:15 left in the fourth quarter. Walker against Dragic. There's the feed to Stevenson. Out to the right wing. The 3 from Aflalo. Aflalo with another miss.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Here's Smith. He sticks that one in from 20 feet away. Smith's got the lead up to 11 now for the Pelicans.
The fans are just loving what's going on here tonight. A really good win for the home team.
It sure is. I mean, they kept this crowd in the game, gave them plenty to cheer about, and really used that home court advantage to their advantage.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
It's been a good one for Walker. He's got 8 points and 11 dimes. Whether it's making a tough pass or coming up with the steal, he's been able to do it.
You're right on with that. He's had a great feel, really, for his teammates as well as the opponent.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Anderson's checked in.
And that should be enough to get the job done, even though he didn't get all of them.
From deep 3-point range, It's rebounded by New Orleans.
Boy, that's a surprising miss right there. He usually feasts on those wide open opportunities.
First free throw is good, and that will push the lead to double digits. And both free throws good for Davis.
Those free throws are the nail in the coffin, guys. This game's finally gotten away from them.
Yeah, it certainly has. I mean, there's not really much they can do at this point.
And here's Dragic. Nowitzki a screen. Outside Dragic. So we see the Pelicans taking the W here. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, and I thought good execution really played a big part throughout.
And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. And Ernie Johnson is still in the building, folks, for the postgame show. Coming up next.